Hello and welcome to another Tech Gaming Co episode. This is number 2 of basically computer comparisons. Right now, last time we did a gaming computer from DinoPC. As usual, this will be used because it is one of the better websites. But today, I thought, a lot of people watching at home don't actually have gaming computers because they can be quite expensive. So I thought, what would be more practical to people? Something, whether it be gaming, multimedia or home and office. Nevertheless, customization is always there. Right now for this, I will use the same Intel Z77, but be a tiny bit different. So I will be using an Intel Core i5 for this. Basically, this is going to be more of an office computer for you to use. Now, generally, you don't need a water cooler. So getting quite a decent, I mean this might be the cheapest, but it definitely isn't cheap, that's the thing. It's great, it's basically brilliantly cooling, great cooling, and definitely quiet to the normal ones. Now for this, last time Windows 7 would be a lot better as it was easier to work with. But saying that, a lot of games now, because Windows 8 is new, are running on Windows 7. So, because this is more of an office PC, I would say Windows 8. Not because it's just new, but because, now this was a good motherboard, but you don't necessarily need that. Now this one's fine for not gaming. This is a Gigabyte. Actually, it's made by Asus and is pretty good. So it might be cheap, but it's quite good. Now 4 gig RAM should do, which would be quite good. 4 gig RAM should be enough. I would say because it's more of an office thing, you might want a 2 terabyte hard drive. A Blu-ray slot if you want. Now the graphics card doesn't necessarily need to be great. So if it doesn't need to be great, I'd recommend this one here, because it's got a great memory clock and a great engine clock to follow that, which means it's got, definitely set up for saving a sort of memory, like a bit like RAM, like the random access memory, stuff like that. Just parts of the computer. It's a graphics card, so basically it's the memory clock is going to be almost memorizing what you do on a daily basis, because a lot of computers nowadays need to like hard drives, they store sort of applications that you use, and the ones you use more often they dedicate a section to, and they load up quicker. Now with a sound card, you're not necessarily going to need the greatest sound card in the world. So there you go. And I mean, it's just easier to get that dongle. And as I've said, it's just a normal home computer. You won't need nothing special really. I don't think. So that's almost just about it. And that is a top quality home office computer, and I mean you can add Microsoft 365 Home Premium. Should just take it to that. So yeah, that's quite quality as an office computer. So yeah. So whether it be home and office, whether it be gaming, or whether it just be any computer, just come to this website. Now, it's the end of the video, so as usual, I have to explain some of the differences. Now, you might be wondering, well, why did you pick that one in the last video? What's different between that one and this one? Now, the real sort of answer for that, so as you can see, this one has more features in it, and the onboard video and LAN are a tiny bit different. The onboard video is the same, so is the onboard audio and the onboard LAN, but there's more expansion slots in the other one, and it features a lot more. So that's basically all it is, and they run the same, but the Asus is still make the Gigabyte, but I think the Asus Gigabyte is a lot better for just typical use, because you're not going to need a huge, good, big, massive hard drive or motherboard or memory, really. 2 terabytes is basically for someone who's like, this is, as you can see, an office computer, not the home side of it. You probably don't need maybe a 500 gig, but the office, because there will be, if you're one of them working people, there will be a lot of stuff. If you work on a computer a lot, then you have to save, and the 2 terabyte hard drive is brilliant for that. So that's the end of the video. Make sure you check out the website as usual, and just have a look, submit ideas of what you want for a computer, and maybe I might give you some tips on what to pick.